You know, I'm sorry, I'm totally drawing out.
No, it's cool.
The infrared sight. You know, just hit him with that one, and have a Remington attached to it. I mean, most times that works out perfectly fine for the other people. You know.
They have soundproof headphones too, so we get to go.
We're good.
Out. Nice.
Let's actually see. I'm going to kick it off here with Fizzer because, of course, he's actually going to bust out that sniper. So that's going to work out for him. But deciding to go for the change, so he doesn't find anyone on the street here right away.
I actually really like that play. He starts off with the sniper rifle just a little bit, and then he switches it out to see if he can get a pick. Look at these GB nades right here. That hurts my heart to see.
That was so
He's like,
old school,
the
man.
left star next to the cloud that looks like a unicorn.
Yeah, that's so old school, man.
It's so old school.
I remember doing that for COD 2 back in the day. Fizzer finding one player able to get that connection there. As there's only going to be one player for Envy left. He's going to be hanging out in the back, but there will be a Denial member pushing up. They're going to get that Denial decisively taking that first one. Amazing performance out of them. Taking a look here, Complex now on your screen. Does manage to find one player, gets the shots off right away. That was going to be proof. And honestly, it was a team ace. Everyone got one.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. The big thing about Envy is they love the strong A, but a lot of teams have adapted to how they play that strong A, because normally what they try to do is they try to get two guys into American and just bait and switch. And sometimes it works out for them, other times they get annihilated. So time to see how they play on defense here.
Yeah, that's right. Complex with the bomb in hand here, as they're going to be making their B push, which they all have 4 up right now. No one's been taken out just yet. I believe there's going to be John that's playing the forward position there, hanging out in the mid. There's going to be one guy over by the tower and another one right by the shack trying to get eyes on it as soon as bomb carrier moves in on B. I believe shots were exchanged though, as Complex going to have to drop back. There goes the smoke. Dropping on that trophy, but not in time, as he is going to get cleaned up now. John full red. He was going to have to back up. There's going to be a player challenging on the street. That tracker sight.
Yeah, it's a tough word, man.
It is a tough word. Of course, when you have a sore throat, everything's difficult to say. So makes sense. But anyway, looking now, John trying to stay alive here and get that pick. It's going to be a 4v2 as Denial. They're going to have to rethink their strategy.
Are they going for this right now? Are they actually going to go for the full wraparound back to A? Because the members of Envy are completely set up for this. Granted, they don't know. Spots one, cleans him up, and that's going to be Goonjar down. So this is going to be a 3-on-1 scenario here. His teammate gets cleaned up, and Envy is on the board.
Yeah, nice play there out of Envy, as they're able to close that one out. Let's go ahead and take a look at this kill cam here. Rambo actually on the top of the rafters, so he is going to find that one guy, give him the 1-2 pop, closing that one out. And now we are going to be going into round number 3 with Envy squad. That's, obviously feeling confident. Going down 2-0 at the start of a game, at the start of a search and destroy game. No. That always, it's always like one of those sucky things. So
especially after losing it's so bad and dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Rambo actually rocking out the sniper.
Okay, well,
Rambo versus Fizz. Fizz is going to be able to get one shot there. Rambo's going to get hit with the stun, back up, and 2 of his teammates are down, and this is going to be a 4-on-2 scenario here.
That's right. This is not going to be a good look here. Rambo opting to try and get a little crafty, move all the way around, but they know where he is. Oh, he misses those shots. That's going to be so costly.
This is dangerous.
But you know what this does, though? Because they actually ended up finding the bomb carrier.
Yeah,
so never mind. I was going to be like, maybe it'll distract them. Nope, they let him there. They were like, you can stay there, Rambo. We'll come back for you later. That's exactly what happened, as Denial ends up closing that one.
Dude, Denial is coming out way hot right now. They are looking extremely, extremely good in this search and destroy.
Yep, and we have 2-1 here in the count right now.
Can they hear us?
All right, here we go. So apologize about that one, guys, as we have Merc now on your screen. Tracker sight as well with that Remington, making his way over to the tower. Rambo actually getting that first blood. Complex with the bomb here, as they're going to be the ones on the attack. Taking a look at the minimap. Let's see what is going on here with Denial. So, and they're running as a unit, right? They're running all 3 together. They're not trying to separate by any means. Basically, it's not even a duckling effect, because they're sticking together, right? And they're watching all the possible angles that they could. And you're going to have that one player for Envy hanging out by A. Complex trying to see if he can get anyone there right by the water tower. Now they know that the attention's going to be put by B. That's going to prompt the arrows to turn around. One player for Envy. He's going to still stay by A, though, as Complex, again, trying to get that fire down. Nothing really coming up here, but wait a minute. We ended up getting a bunch of kills here as one of the members of Denial, actually, I believe that was going to be Fizzerp, just cleaning up shots over here. He ended up getting 2. Now it's going to be 2v3 in favor of Denial.
You know, the one thing I really like about that, even though it's so simple that it just gets overlooked sometimes, is as soon as you get numbers and you're on the attack, throw that bomb down right away. Just puts their back all the way against the wall. Now we are in a 2-on-2 scenario. Complex working with Flawless. He's going up against Proof and Goon.
That's right, and Complex, he did locate one player. There's actually going to be another guy challenging, so they know he's stuck inside of this building. Well, he doesn't have many moves here. Gujar pushes out, and that is going to do it. And I'll tell you right now, Complex was one of the players I was a little worried about because I see a lot of people online, you know, on Twitter and whatnot. They give him a lot of slack. They're like, you know, in comparison to the other 3 players on the team, Complex isn't quite there. I disagree with them because I've seen what this kid could do.
Yep.
He is amazing. He just needs to have that team that he could gel with, right? And right now, being able to take that lead in that situation definitely show that, you know, in the tough spots he can shine.
He's also a really good guy too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know that's like the very least of the worries of people, like, oh, does this guy suck in person or not? But he's actually genuinely cool.
Yeah, of course. He has a good attitude, and of course something that he has been working on because that was something that was an issue back then. When when he first started to make his name in Complex. Unfortunately, he's going to get picked off there. Spoke too soon. We're praising him way too much. We can't do that because then they end up dying, and that's not good for anyone.
Hey, that's the curse, man.
That's the caster's curse. It's a terrible thing. So let's see here. Fizzer throwing a grenade out, actually getting hit markers there, and I actually think he ended up taking out that player, as a matter of fact. So, geez, him and his grenades are just too good.
It's like splitting my soul into a Horcrux. I can't do it anymore. These nades are insane.
Now we have 2 people here hanging out right by that B warehouse. Shots are going to be exchanged. As actually Fizzerp, he has his eyes over by the dock there, but the other 2 players are going to be the opposite of that one. But this is it, right? As soon as you get that 2v2 situation, it becomes a dubs match. You got to start holding hands, working together.
Yep.
Not trying to get crazy here. Fizzerp able to find one around the corner. See if he can locate the other one. If he doesn't manage to do so inside of the garage, this is going to be a good look. Flawless going in for the challenge, able to make that one happen. As now Denial, they will go up 4-1 in this S&D game.
Such great play there by the guys of Denial, working hand in hand, just like you said, because the reason why you want to do that is because you're guaranteed, assuming you hit your shots, that if your teammate dies, you know where the guy's at and you clean him up. So you're exchanging 1 for 1.
Especially when you're playing that close to one another, right? It's always a plus to see. So, all right, switching sides now. Let's see what we have. Let's go ahead and give some love here to Fizzerp yet again. Let's see what he's going to do at the start of it. And whoa, wait a minute. We're actually going to see something that we saw earlier in this matchup, a 3-push, a 4-push, excuse me, over by A. And now Envy, knowing that they have to stack up here, one person's going to be there on the defense. Fizzerp's going to be working with his teammate. They're able to clear him up. That's going to be Gunjar and Rambo. Bomb will go down here as 2 members of Envy, Merc and Proof, have a lot of work in front of them. And it all comes down with getting this first pick. Proofy finding one player up top. That's not going to make anything happen. Merc is going to get taken out. LMS Proofy can't quite do it as he gets cleaned up. 5-1. Envy not looking very good here, Gandhi. This could be curtains for them in this S&D matchup.
I mean, we've seen miracles in the past, and yeah, that happens, but so far there's nothing in this series that I would say, oh yeah, Envy has this.
Yeah.
They really need to change just about everything they're doing.
All right, well, let's go ahead and give some love to Envy going into this next side. And let's see what they're going to do here off the break, because that's going to be very important. So it seems like they're going to be focusing their attention largely on B, which makes perfect sense. Of course, standard strategy here, but Fizz able to get that first pick. That is going to be so dangerous there as Merc gets taken out first blood right away. You get that numbers advantage. You're feeling good if you're Denial.
Rambo rocking out to the snip snap. Proofy setting up, gets one. That's going to make it a 2-on-3 scenario here as Merc's going to be taken out. Throws a stun, checks his back. Basically, he's just waiting, and Rambo is right on the other side of the post office. So they're actually pulling together. As a guy, did he take him down?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he did. So now that is going to leave it into a 2v2 yet again with Fizz and Flawless going up against Proofy and Rambo. But wait a minute, they may have spoke too soon. A connection's happening, and I believe that was going... No, that he ended up getting away from that one. I don't know how. Wizard status there. That's
the FMJ sometimes just does... I don't even throw it on my guns anymore. I feel like it doesn't do the same damage it did in Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I can see that. I actually don't run it either, so I've never been a big fan of the FMJ, but it seems like we are going to have that bomb plant going here as Rambo's going to get that one down, and now there's going to be 2 members of Denial. Smoke has been placed. 2 members of Denial have to go on the attack. Let's actually see what's going on with Flawless here, because he's going to be the one that has to make something happen. It's going to be in the back, but wait a minute.
This is exactly what Envy loves to do. They like to send 2 guys right into American, and then they just bait and switch. This is going to be interesting to see. Flawless is going to be taking out 2-on-1 scenario here in favor of Envy.
Yeah, but Fizzard able to find one with the pistol. He's going to go pick up that Remington. Going to have a couple of seconds left on the clock here. 18 seconds going for the wall bang. Fizzard has identified himself. He is going to have that sniper. Now let's see if he's going to be able to make something happen. 13 seconds left on the clock. Might turn around, see if he can find him. No, not going to happen, as Rambo comes up big with the victory there, putting one on the board finally, and they are going to be able to thwart that 6-1 that Denial was looking to get. Great moves out of Rambo there to keep Envy alive.
Yep, and that was on offense, so that's really, really big for them. But what they have to worry about now is actually to see what Denial does. Denial's A push right now, that strong A in the previous round, was amazing.
Yeah.
Because the members of Envy only send 1 guy over to American, and that's it. And so taking a look at the mini-map here, we are going to be seeing a B push with 1 guy only going A.
All right, yeah, there's going to be 1 guy A. It's actually going to be Fizzard, and he is going to find someone any second now. 2 players directed over there, and look at the way Envy stacked up right there. They're thinking, if you're in this situation, they're going to go A, and you could see their attention. But now that the kill has been confirmed over by B, they can relax knowing that A is probably going to be open here.
Yep.
And Fizzard is going to be hanging out. He has to get this pick. He has to find him. He's going to go. Not going to happen, as that was going to be a clutch kill, but Flawless able to locate 1. And the bomb has been taken out. Flawless is going to be by himself. 1v3. Let's see if he can do it. Shots exchanged through the garage. Backing up. Not going to happen. Envy showing some life here.
A lot of life.
As it's going to be 3-5.
Those T-Rex arms with the knife. Happens to me all the time.
T-Rex arms with the knife.
Can't stand it.
I just imagine how that goes. Like, just, you know, like, oh, man. I'm not even.
Just filled with instant sadness.
Yeah, right. Oh, goodness. All right, so we have 5-3 here. Envy looking good, and it seems like might have to take that other feed there, but we'll definitely get into that.
Ooh. Well, taking a look here, jumping on board, the members of Envy are actually going to be going for a little bit of a different push. They did not even grab the bomb. No one grabbed the bomb. So now we're watching Goonjar here. He's pushing up through the gate, and wow, this is impressive. Goonjar is going to be in a firefight. That's going to be a complex. 2 of his teammates are going to go down. Goonjar now still back into the wall. It is all up to Rambo mid-map, and he's going to be taken out. And Denial will now take game number 2. They are going to go up 2-0 in this series. Keep in mind, it is a best-of-5, so Envy has to win the remainder of the maps, or they are sent to the losers bracket.
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly going to be a very intense matchup. And I want to see how Envy is going to approach this, because in Columbus, we saw them, they were very sneaky, especially Rambo. Very sneaky player. And yesterday in that Optic FaZe matchup, everyone's like, who wins game 2? They're going to win the series, right? Benson was saying he feels strongly about that. You know, of course, I was right in that game 3 is the swing, and Fuez, you hear me? Shout out to him. FaZe was able to come up big with that victory there on that game 3. That gave them that momentum to move on forward, and they were able to get that win. So this could be a turning point here for Envy if they can take this win.
We could see it, and the big thing here, the next map is actually going to be Octane Blitz. This is one of Envy's favorite maps. I just have flashbacks of Rambo spawning strip and running bottom broken and just going straight in and getting multiple sneaky flag caps. So they have their work cut out for them, but we're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, game number 3. Stay tuned.